Some voices don't just entertain, they tell stories. They capture moments, emotions, and experiences that connect with people far beyond the music. Today, we're sitting down with a talented singer-songwriter whose artistry is rooted in authenticity, passion, and the power of expression. He is Smoke Jones. From crafting melodies to putting real life into lyrics, Smoke has continued to use music as a way to communicate, inspire, and create a lasting connection with listeners. In our conversation, we'll go beyond the songs. We'll talk about the journey, the inspiration, the challenges, and the vision behind the artist. Stay with us as we get to know the person, the purpose, and the sound behind Smoke Jones. Hey everybody, happy Monday, really happiest of Mondays to you. I hope everybody is doing well. I want to first acknowledge Facebook. I want to say hello to you and I want you to share. I want you to invite. Yes, I want you to tag and let everybody know we are on the air tonight. And then I have not forgotten about you, YouTube. I want you to subscribe when you come in the room. If you've not already done that, then I really need you to subscribe because I don't want you to miss anything that I have coming in the upcoming weeks. Definitely want you here to stay tonight. Let everybody know we're here. Listen, I've got my brother and friend back on the show. That's what I'm super excited about. I want to get through all of that. I gotta say hi to you first, yes. But then the man of the hour is Smoke Jones, singer, songwriter, guitarist. It's all of the above. He's just this amazing creative. There are times when you run across an artist. I like to call them creatives, and I even like to call them cats. They're cats that you run across, that are just. You just sit there and you do this. Like, you got all this talent, man. Who are you? Where'd you come from? The one thing that I love the most is I'm right in the middle and I'm able to share it with you guys every Monday. This is my sweet spot, and I just welcome you to the show. So you know what? I'm not going to delay this anymore. I want to bring to the platform the man of the hour, Mr. Smoke Jones. Hey, Smoke.
How you doing, Sabrina? You good today?
I am fabulous. I'm
That's,
doing well. What about yourself? What about you?
I'm doing good. I feel good. It's been a beautiful day, and I would just like to thank you for having me again. I really appreciate you.
Oh, you know what? It's people like you I tell I'm not calling you anymore. You have an open invitation because you're family.
Thank
Yes.
you. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm always peeking into your page to see what you're doing. You don't know that. Well, you know it now, but I would always peek into your page and see where you're at and what you're doing because I'm here in the South and it's like, how close is he going to get? Birmingham's only 3 hours from me. Memphis is 3 hours from me, and New Orleans is 2.5 to 3 hours. So
Okay.
if you're ever in any of those areas, please let me know.
Yes, indeed. I was born in Memphis, so I got.
No.
Yes,
What?
indeed. Yeah, I was born in Memphis. Yep. So not
Wow.
not that far away.
Exactly, exactly. Well, Smoke, we indeed are honored to have you back in that seat because we want to circle back and we want to see what you've been up to, what you've been doing. I know if you've been anywhere, you've been on a stage.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you have. And of course, we're going to talk about all of that, but um now I think I want to get beyond that part from the beginning of the who you are, how'd you get started kind of stuff because
Yeah.
I think most people that have followed you enough
No. And then there are some new people who will come on here, but I think if they stick around long enough, they'll find out some really wonderful things about you. And then they just have to go back and look at the beginning, you know.
There is tape.
Hence me keeping all of the things in the vault, you know. Yeah. But since our last conversation, what is something about you, Smoke Jones, the artist, the person, that you feel has evolved the most, Smoke?
Wow, that's a good question. Um,
I know.
I think my confidence has raised.
Yeah,
Um, the more you sing, the creative thing is one thing, um, but your confidence in that creativity and the execution of it is something that grows over time.
sure.
And I think I suffered very early from, because of how I started, of not having a lot of confidence. Now I had to muster up some to get on stage and to get
Sure.
started, but it continued to grow, and I feel so comfortable on stage now. Um, but that being said, I still have that nervousness in my stomach because I want to do so well. Someone told me a while ago that if you are just totally relaxed and just, you
I
know,
was going there. I'm glad you brought that up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're totally relaxed, then maybe there's something going on. You have to have that thing going on in the pit of your stomach that makes you,
Hmm.
want to do well. That makes you a little bit nervous, and that's when you perform your best. That's when I
I think
perform
so.
my best.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Because there's that edge, there's that adrenaline, if you
Hmm.
will, that's kind of pushing you. And those who have really great control vocally, they can take that and just go who knows where with it.
Yeah.
But I think that's for the skilled and the mature, because that adrenaline can get into your voice, because that's happened. And I'm telling you this from experience. Unfortunately, in my early years, I was singing with Omar Chandler, and we were
Mm,
opening for Glenn Jones in
mm,
Jersey. And that nervousness got in the fabric of my vocals. And I didn't know at that point, I was only 19, you know, and I didn't know how to control it. And I felt myself on a emotional and spiritual plane just
mhm.
falling, plummeting. But then I knew what I was capable of doing. Somewhere before that song was over, though, I was able to kind of recapture that confidence and grab hold to it. And I think we ended up having a really great ending. It was
Mhm.
just the start was kind of shaky a little bit. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
So everything you're saying is spot on. It is spot on.
I know exactly. I mean, I've had those occasions on stage where it's sometimes you can prepare so much, you can over prepare and blow your own
Mm,
mind. Yeah, and
yeah,
I've done that because I really want to do well, and I take pride in what I do.
sure.
And sometimes the danger is that you look at the material way too much, and then you
Mhm.
get on stage and then you draw a blank, and that's happened to me.
Ooh.
One of the beautiful things about that, though, is when you play with people who really that want to see you win,
Yep.
they may kick you in the leg and go, "Hey, hey,
Get
you know,
yourself together.
you can do this."
You can do it. Exactly.
And
Yeah.
that has
Yeah.
happened to me, and the show turned out to be amazing once I got out of my own way.
Yeah. Yeah. And speaking of which, looking back on your journey,
Yeah.
what experiences have shaped your voice as a songwriter that listeners may not immediately recognize?
What influences as far as artists
Or experiences?
experiences?
What experiences do you feel like? So, I mean, something like what you're talking about.
Yeah,
What we're talking about. That's a major experience to help
yeah.
mature the voice.
Hmm.
I mean, it may be a redundant question, but
No,
um,
it's a great question. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
great question. I can answer that a couple ways.
Okay.
One is I think the danger sometimes when you first excuse me, when you first begin singing, excuse me, is you have that artist
No
you really
worries.
love, and you love the way they sing, you love the way they get in and out of phrases and notes, and
Yeah.
you will have a leaning towards singing kind of in that person's style, and there's nothing wrong with sharing your
No,
style,
no, 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 nothing
right?
at all. Hmm.
But you have to be an individual. You have to take a little something from everyone. And when you're focused on one person, when you just love Donny Hathaway so much, you just love Stevie
Right.
Wonder so much, and you approach music from their perspective, then you're not letting your own voice grow. And those are
Mm,
a couple of people that I love. Uh,
right.
I love singing their music, and I had to eventually. There's a song that I sing. We're Still Friends by Donny Hathaway.
Oh,
And you don't hear that
heard
song
it.
a lot, but I sing it sometimes. And
Hmm.
I think when I first sang it, I was doing the Donny Hathaway thing, and people, oh, that was nice. That was
Yep.
nice. I got a much better response once I was Smoke singing that song from my perspective, and there might have been a couple of shades of kind of what Donny does
Of
musically,
course.
but then there was me in there as well. So that helped to shape my voice so that I'm not pushing to be someone else. If that makes sense.
Exactly. So then I guess then that would lead me to the because a lot, I'll say it this way, a lot of artists talk about finding their sound. I know
Mhm.
when I have Lynn Roundtree
Yeah, Lynn Roundtree.
on, sometimes we just revert back to that, just
Hmm.
finding who you are. Where's my sound? Because I love what Miles Davis, and that's who he can identify with. But um, it takes years sometimes
Hmm.
for artists to get that right inflection, that right tone, and sometimes their vibratos may be a bit heavier than they want to. They got to learn how to control. I know, guys, we're talking clinic. You'll get it in a second.
Hmm.
But when did you realize this is who I am musically?
I'm going to say it was maybe about 3 years ago. Um,
Mm.
so
So it
I
was
won't.
recent. It was
It,
recent.
it was very recently.
Mhm.
I started very late in my life, and there was all these singers that I loved to emulate, and
Mm.
I got my breakthrough once I started writing my own music, and once I was picking my guitar up and I began singing and playing, and my voice started to come out, because now I'm not singing some material for someone else. Now I'm
True.
hearing my own style spill out.
Yep.
And as I began releasing music, people told me, "Hey, man, this doesn't sound like anything I've heard. I mean, your style is different," and that makes me feel good that I don't sound like anyone else. Uh,
Mm.
that I sound like myself. That's a compliment to me. So it was maybe about 3 years ago
3 years
when
ago.
I found my sound.
Does it offend you though if somebody says, some people say, "Oh, that guy sounds like Marvin Gaye," or
Right, right.
does that offend
That
you at
does
all?
not. How can you cannot be offended by being compared in any way to someone that great. I will
Or
take
Donny
that.
Hathaway, or
I will take that all day, and and
yeah,
and know that those are amazing classic singers that laid the groundwork for what I'm doing right now.
absolutely. Yep,
And I can't aspire to be that person, but I can be shades of that. I can take a little of that game from this person and that person and add it to mine. So,
absolutely, you can. Wow. Th- we hit the ground running. And
mhm.
that's what I love talking. Why I love talking to you, because you get it. Like last week, it was Darnell Alexander,
Yeah.
and you and he kind of are like the same. And get this, I love every artist who comes on this
Yes.
platform, but there's a synergy sometimes with certain artists that I get that I can't explain, and it
Mhm.
just and the conversation is so deep and so good. And I really hope you guys are enjoying it. We're going to take the first break of the night. We always have to take two in an hour. Um, so that's a great segue. I didn't plan it that way, but it just happened. So you guys, please don't go too far. I've got more questions, and it's really not questions. I think this is more of a conversation between friends, and we
Mhm.
happen to talk about the things we love the most, and that's music. So we'll be back in just a moment right here on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide.
The Music Note Boutique has returned, offering must-have lifestyle go-tos from indie artist Reveal worldwide. Grab your Black is the New White mug, our 25-ounce hot-cold travel cup, and our classic teas, available in an array of colors. Get your essentials now. Visit us at etsy.com/shop/The Music Note Boutique. I'm Sabrina Taylor, creator and host of the indie platform Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide, where the artist shares their story and I premiere their latest release. Connect with Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide here, Mondays on Facebook and YouTube, 7:30 p.m. Central.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. Glad to have you. Tag somebody and let them know Smoke is in the house. We love you, Smoke, and we're so glad to have you back. I want to ask you, as a songwriter, do you ever find yourself writing from a place that you didn't realize that you were emotionally until the song was finished? Or do you intentionally go in a place because of the emotion that you're feeling?
I think I'm carried into those spots. I tend to write. I like to sit down and write when I'm inspired, but I also like to pick up my guitar and freestyle. So
Yes.
I'll freestyle directly into my phone, so I don't lose any ideas. And sometimes I find things that I didn't know I was going to say. And it's not that, and it's not that it rhymes. It's that it's right on time with something, even subconsciously, that I was thinking, and it comes out in the flow, and you caught it on tape, and now you can take it and work with it. Yeah.
And I love it. So what is one song in your catalog, maybe of those that we don't even know about yet, that represents the real Smoke, not just the performer? Do you have any yet? Or can you tell us of one that's even already out? Maybe that'll help a little bit.
Yeah, there are a few. I would say that this latest release, my release before this latest one, More Time.
More Time. Okay.
More Time is a song that it's another song that woke me up in the middle of the night.
Ooh.
I was dreaming about it, and then I woke up and I rushed to my guitar and started, trying to piece it together. And it's a song that I think is me because it made me think about all of those people that have made me who I am, whether those are positive or negative influences.
All of it.
Right? It made me think about those things. And then you should go listen to the song. It's called More Time. It's an amazing.
I've heard it. I did. When you told me about it the first time, I immediately listened to it, and I get exactly where you're coming from. Yeah.
And that's me. I just really think about, the people that are around me, the people that are really not around me anymore, and how time is so precious, and how, I have to even do better with that. I mean, you have to speak very honestly. It's not all I'm doing, so well.
Doing good.
I got to do better. There's a lot of things I have to do better. And that song really speaks to, needing to do better and reach out and stay in contact with the people that you love, because you don't know when is the last time you're going to speak.
You don't. We have experienced that so much over the last couple of months. I mean, not even years, Smoke, but we've lost so many luminaries. And and not to be morbid or anything like that, but the death of Peabo Bryson hit a spot like it did when Whitney died.
Yeah.
I mean, because I grew up listening to Feel the Fire, and I'm so into you. And, those are, I know you're feeling me on those.
Exactly.
And so, we take for granted without knowing we're taking for granted. Those people are going to be, we think they're going to be around forever and a day.
Yeah.
And they're not. And when we find out um, such and such has passed, you're like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I didn't understand those words, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so we need to, not only the luminaries, but even those who we're beginning to honor in this culture, in the indie culture, you know, who are paving the way for others and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
It is, I think, it is time to stop being arrogant. It is time to stop feeling as if we have arrived. You know, I have over the last, and I didn't even mean to go this deep, but I comb the Facebook and social media ish because I do hot topics
Mm-hmm.
and I'm constantly looking for things. And I never used to do that until I incorporated it. But the point I'm making is that I ran into somebody who I met several years ago, who was the most humble artist I had ever met, but had talent like just,
Yeah.
you know what?
Mm-hmm.
More talent than most people. And I'm not gonna even say what instrument that person plays, but um at that moment of meeting them, I could hear the passion, I could hear the drive,
Mm-hmm.
I could hear sometimes the brokenheartedness because
Yeah.
people didn't take them seriously or that they were worthy to be a certain artist on a festival stage or what have you. And then all of a sudden, several weeks ago, I saw where that person was sharing, you know, in their own way. You know, it was just kind of arrogant how they talked to, not to,
Mm-hmm.
at other artists
Mm-hmm.
about what they need to do and prepare and this and that. And
Yeah.
it didn't hit me. It didn't sit well with me,
Mm-hmm.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Because it's as if that person was saying, I've arrived and you're trying to get to
Mm.
where but my thing is remember where you came from.
Yeah.
And I still honor that person because the word tells you to give honor to whom honor is due. But I don't like coming across things like that. Um, and I think that's why a lot of times I shy away.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my picks, my favorites, in the luminary category, and then in the indie category, and all the others. But I try not to say so much of one than the other because I don't want to feel the heads up of people. And believe me, you know, the more accolades some people get, the bigger their heads get.
Yeah.
You know, it can't even fit it in the door sideways, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, it's just all of this. So, but I guess I said all that to say that um, it's important to um, honor those who came before you, respect the ones who've, you know, paved the way. But then I wish those who are paving the way just would not lose sight of where they came from. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
I see that all the time. You know, it's really difficult because you know I've been doing this for 8 9 years now, and you
Mhm.
know I don't mind saying that. And I'm growing, I'm learning, and I've come across folks who because they've been around for so long,
Mhm.
you know, they speak a certain way because they you know they want respect or they want you to you
Mm.
know honor what they've done or what they can do. And I think the real success is being able to, you know, reach back to those who are coming up behind you and teach
Yeah.
and put them in a position to be where you are right now.
Correct. Correct.
Um, it's strange because I had someone call me just the other day that was asking me advice and Smoke, how'd you do this and you know how'd you do that and you know, and you know that's an honor for me,
It,
because I wouldn't expect that people would ask me that. But there are people, there are levels to this, and there are people that are looking at me. They go, "Hey, you're in this particular spot. How do I get there?"
yeah,
Okay, if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. I think the thing that may be irritating for some of those folks that we just spoke about is sometimes you can give information to people and then they won't use that information. They just wanted you to say it.
mm,
If you want me to give you the information, then take the information and use it. You
wow.
know, so
What?
that's the
Yes,
other side of it.
yes.
Yeah.
So then, how do you balance staying authentic while you're navigating today's um, industry? There's so much uptick of different things, whether it's AI and technology,
Ooh.
or whether it's. But how do you balance?
I just stay true to myself. I want to treat people in the same way that I want to be
True.
treated. It's as simple as that. Whether you're trying to get some big gig that you've never done before, everybody's doing this festival, or they're working this particular show, or they're on a tour, whatever it is. You're going to always want to do something to advance yourself,
True.
and there is always another person that is going to be in the way, or they may be holding the key to
True.
you being able to advance to that next level. And likewise, you may end up being that person. So
Wow.
I just want to be true to who I am right now. I want to
Yeah.
treat people who I work with very well. And that's all we can do. And that way we can move together. It's not we pushing Smoke's agenda. If we're on a team, hey, we may be pushing me, and then I may be able to push you. So let me give you a perfect example. You got a person in this room right now, Mr. Ron Ledford.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Ron Ledford is dedicated to helping people to
Building
find.
people.
Exactly. He builds people, and I'm really thankful. Ron
I'm
did not have
grateful
to take
for
an
him.
interest in what I do. He didn't have to do that.
No, he
You
has
know?
done so much for so many people, including myself.
Yeah.
He has given advice. He has come on board as if he were a part of the team. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm not saying he took a boatload of things, but he gave out contacts
Yeah.
that I didn't ask for. But he's like, but Sabrina, you've given to see. He's this person. He watches, and I think the smart thing about Ron is he watches. He's smart, and
Hmm.
he gives to people who gives. And I'm not saying that he withholds information from certain types of people, but I think he's a wise person first and
Hmm.
foremost.
Hmm.
He knows the users, he knows the opportunists, and I don't think he even goes in that direction. But the people that he helps, he's genuine, he's sincere, and everybody wants him to support them. And he's like, my God, I've got a job, I got this, I got two people I'm supporting over here and two over there,
Yeah.
and so I get it. But you are exactly right. Ron Ledford is a gold mine a gold mine of a person who I just would, if anybody says something negative about Ron,
Yeah.
I wouldn't accept it. I'd
Right.
call him a
Get
ball
your
face.
hands up.
I'm
Let's square up. Let's square up. Right. Right.
about to get you, okay? Because that's not Ron Ledford,
Right. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
So, yeah, you're so right. So, what do you think separates an artist who, what's the word, who has a moment
Hmm.
from an artist who builds a legacy? What do you think
Whoa.
separates the two? It's just, I mean, one's just having a moment, and
Mm.
but then
Mm.
there's one that is literally. What do you think separates that
Yeah.
type
Man, that's I think there's a whole lot of
of?
effort. There's opportunity. Honestly, for some folks, they may not have, certain opportunities. Maybe
That's
they may just have a moment, and
true.
that moment may come and go, and they would cherish that. Maybe they don't know how to avail themselves of certain opportunities,
Wow.
whatever it is. But
Mhm.
I think people who have a mindset for trying to build a legacy, it's
Mhm.
like you can have a mindset to where you just want to, do gigs. I want to play 5 gigs a week and make that money, and that's cool because that's
Mhm.
what you want to do. That should
True.
be success for you.
Mhm.
Other people want to build a music catalog and travel the world or whatever. There are levels to it. you know. So I
All
think the
kinds.
difference is you can have a moment,
Yes.
you can look good on television.
Hmm.
Can you sustain it? Can you do something else? What's the next record?
Wow.
What's the next project? Is it in music? Whatever it is, right? I want to keep building and moving. Music is everything to me right now. What else in music can I do besides
Mm.
playing guitar and singing? You know, can I lead an orchestra? Can I be a manager myself? What else is
Right.
there?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So before we go to break, the last question is, when you look back, or no, when people look back on Smoke Jones,
Mm,
on his catalog,
yeah.
I mean, and I'm talking years from now,
Mhm.
what do you hope they say your music represented?
It represents real emotion. It speaks of real authentic emotion and connections between people, because all of my music right now, that's really what it comes down to, is our connection as human beings, and how you can mistreat it, or how you can cherish it, and what happens. I want people to look back and say, I'm listening to a piece of Smoke's life, and
Mhm.
maybe I can identify with More Time, or Change of Heart, or I'll Be Good to You.
Right.
You
Right.
know, there's a lot more for me to do in this business. I've just started. I want to do this until the day I cannot anymore, and I want
Right.
that catalog to speak to that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow. That is, that's deep. And I commend you for that. So much more rattling around in my brain, but I won't bore the people. I'm going to go to the last break of the night because we do have the premiere. Yay! Change of Heart. I love the song. I love the song. I loved
Thank
it the
you.
first time I heard it. So much so I started just picking up the phone. Smoke's not even a client of mine. I have the Ron Ledford spirit. Um, I just started picking up the phone and making calls and saying, listen to this. What would you change?
Wow.
How did this feel? What is it? And I got some really great feedback. I got some suggestions. And so, but the lion's share of it is that this is great music. Who is this guy?
Wow.
Right.
Thank you.
And so I am just so happy for you. But listen, we've got more to come, you guys. Please don't go too far. We're going to take the last break of the night. We'll come back with our special guest tonight, Smoke Jones.
The Music Note Boutique has returned, offering must-have lifestyle go-tos from indie artist Reveal worldwide. Grab your Black is the New White mug, our 25-ounce hot-cold travel cup, and our classic teas, available in an array of colors. Get your essentials now. Visit us at etsy.com/shop/The Music Note Boutique. I'm Sabrina Taylor, creator and host of the indie platform Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide, where the artist shares their story and I premiere their latest release. Connect with Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide here, Mondays on Facebook and YouTube, 7:30 p.m. Central.
Hey, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the show. Smoke Jones is our special guest for tonight, June 8th. Can you believe?
Halfway done with this year. It's wild.
Halfway through.
Wild.
Oh my gosh. I was just saying, Happy New Year. You know what I mean? And it just feels like the time is just getting away. And that's why we have to be kind to people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we just need to be more sensitive. And
Yeah.
it's not always about us.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I've always been one who thinks of others before I think of myself, so much so that when I was young, probably 14, 15, and just thought about starting to like boys. Um, the first date I had, I bought him a cashmere sweater.
Okay.
Cashmere!
Wow.
My point exactly. And my mom pulled me to the side and she says, "You can't do that.
Mm.
It's a cashmere, Sabrina.
You got good taste.
I got good taste, Mama. I have good taste." So, but I want to talk about Change of Heart. That's your latest release.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to spend the rest of this night talking about, is that song that had me on the phone talking to people. I hadn't even met Smoke. These are people who are, what do you call those people who are under the radar in government and nobody really knows about them, but they're there.
Okay.
You know, these are the kinds of people that I got connected to, and it kind of scares me because it's like, now I knew these people existed, but who I had never seen it happen to people in my circle. And these people can make a phone call and move needles beyond needles
Wow.
moving. And I even got one to say, "Hey, I can make a call to the Jennifer Hudson show and cause ABCD to happen. Call. All I could do was just say, okay, I'm going to handle this with care."
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
these are the kinds of resources that I've been praying for you guys. It's not about me. It's about you guys. And so,
But can I make a comment on
you
that?
can.
So that's the thing about this show. There's a lot of shows
Yeah.
and lots of interviews. The thing that I really love about the show is the care that you take
Oh,
in the research and the personal touch and the questions. These are not just questions that you just hear just standardly asked on any podcast. I mean, you have a care for the people that are on your show, and and I definitely see it. I definitely feel it by the questions, by the conversations that we've had.
yeah.
Um, that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling to know that a person has done research and they are interested in what's really going on with you as a person, as an artist. That makes the interview better, but it makes a good connection as well. So I appreciate that.
Wow, I tell you, I've been so, and thank you. So, I mean, from the bottom of my heart, and I've been so connected to you. Did you notice that I hadn't put up any comments until 45 minutes into the show?
Right.
But that's because I'm in tuned, and there's a lot that happens before I even sit here, and things that don't turn out the way I want them to, and then things that do, and it's just a lot. But the people are here, and people are just commenting specifically about our friend Ron Ledford, and
Yes.
he says thank you to the both of us. Ron, you know who you are.
Amazing.
You're Superman in this industry. And Gary Purcell, my client and my friend and my spiritual one of my spiritual advisors, is here. Gary Purcell, love you, Gary. There's just so much I want to put up, but I definitely want to stay on course, and I'll try to get the team to get everything together for you. But I wanted to talk again about Change of Heart. We're going to talk
Yeah.
about this song. We are over 15 minutes. We're going to talk about this song. What's the moment or the emotion that inspired this song? Can you be transparent with us?
Yeah. It's a moment where you can really, truly, and honestly love a person, and you can also begin to your feelings can begin to change
Yeah.
as little things happen and little things become big things. And if you do not, as a couple, as people, if you don't cherish the seeds that you planted with each other, if you don't cherish it, then eventually, you're going to have issues. So that whole process of, having a change of heart and then being inside of that feeling while you're still with a person and having to make Man, it was a struggle to get it all out. But I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I did. Yeah.
I could feel a lot in that song, and I was like, well, I'm sure it's deeper than I know, but I'm glad that you were able to kind of translate some of that into the song, because the title alone it suggests to me transformation.
Hmm.
Was this song written from that type of?
That too.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because you do, there is a transformative thing that happens when you have a change of heart, and even when you move on.
Yeah,
Um, there are things about you that change. You take some of
true.
that person with you, and you also, there's some things about you that you leave behind. You become a different person because you're growing and you're
Yeah,
moving forward. The
right.
beauty of that is, though, you have to move forward and you have to put those things behind you, and that's good when you can do that. So there's a transformation definitely that happens.
Was Thank you. Was there a particular lyric, or all were they all a particular lyric, melody, or was there a moment in the recording process where you knew, okay, mm, this is a good one for me?
um I'm going to say that there is a lyric in the first part of the song where um, I kind of speak about our dealings made me feel different.
Mm,
Um, I think it's a pretty deep thing to see how your relationship is moving.
mhm.
You see how a person is moving. You see how you're moving in response to it. You have to be very honest about like what is going on in your own heart. Like this judgmental thing that can go on where you can go, hey, this person is doing all this, that. You gotta check in with what's going on with you as well.
Yeah,
Right.
you
And so
do.
your dealings will make you feel different instead of the way that you felt when you were infatuated
Mm,
and you
ooh,
holding hands and you laughing and
ooh,
you at the
ooh.
fair and you knocking down bowling pins with baseballs and you winning big birds and all
I
of that.
love it. Yeah,
When you get done with that, now we got to look at these real people that are trying to put their lives together,
yeah,
and things can change.
absolutely. I totally get it. Well, I want people who are still connected. They're coming in and out, they're going in and out. There's so much that happens on a Monday. I didn't know Mondays were so busy on Facebook and such, but I want you guys to take a listen, understand where we're coming from. I want to say hey to Shelly. And Cat Queen is in the house. I want to
Hey,
say
Shelly
hello.
and Cat. All right.
Yeah, Cat Queen is in the house. That's my sister and friend from Transcending the Culture. I don't know if James has come in or not, but Cat, tell him I said hello. Okay. But yes, I want you guys to check out the song. Beautiful song. Just listen to the words. But there is a feeling in this song that is so special. It brings tears. It's a little bit of both, happiness and sadness. That's like a bittersweet thing going on in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want you guys to. I didn't do a video. I did a visualizer. But just enjoy the song, and we'll come back and talk a little bit more with Smoke in just a little bit here on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide.
When I found you, we started as friends. Together we grew to depend on these feelings. I was willing to be here till the end. My head spinning, 'cause our dealings have made me feel distant instead. We had a change of heart. Change of heart. Change of heart. And it tears me apart. Ooh, we shared our love, honest and true, then watched it fade into the blue. I just knew that we could do it and build back these bridges we burned. We're not trying, love is dying. The feelings we had won't return. We had a change of heart. Change of heart. Change of heart. And it tears me apart. Ooh, we used to see heaven from here. Now all we have are our fears. Fears that we've wasted those years. Babe, we kept our emotions inside. Now all we have is our pride. Feels like we're living a lie. We had a change of heart. Change of heart. Change of heart. And it tears, 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 and it tears me apart. Change of heart. Change of heart.
That's music from Smoke Jones, you guys. Change of Heart tonight on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide. I feel like I'm back in my radio days. After a song, but I was waiting for you to scat in there at some point. I said, I know he's going to, when I first heard it, I said, he's got to scat. I'm listening, and I never.
Oh man, I should have.
I want a scatter too in there. That is such an amazing song.
Thank you.
And I've been waiting for something like that
Thank
from
you.
you for a long, long time. I knew you had it in you. And I'm going to tell you, um, you've got songs that when I hear them, I always think of soul. You don't have to try to be soul.
Wow.
You are soul.
Wow. Thank you.
You know what I mean? Everything you do, everything you sing, every time, just absolutely phenomenal. You know, you get this from me.
Wow.
It just was amazing.
I appreciate it. You know, was that song. So I really want to like nail a song and get it right. And I'm in the studio and I'm telling my producer, Terrell,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I want to take this part out. And keep in mind, while I'm singing the song, a lot of those falsettos that I was doing, I was actually just really in emotion.
I
And
can believe it.
and I'm breaking up, as I'm singing the song because I'm inside of the emotion. So I'm like, man, I want to take that part out because my voice is cracked. He said, bro, we're not taking none of
Thank
that out.
you, sir. Because no, that made this, that, my, I
Yeah,
guess that's why I thought a scat was going to come in, because I could feel the emotion building up in you.
yeah,
And I said, well, maybe he'll elevate to another level and give us a little of that in there too, to kind of get rid of some of what he's feeling. Because I know it's heavy in there in the studio. Oh
yeah.
God. But I
Well,
tell
there's an
you,
announcement. I got a little
Mhm.
announcement, and I'll just give you a little hint. But so there is going to be another version of that song released, and it's going to be a duet with a person that you know and love. And so you just wait a couple months for it. There's a duet coming out with that song and a video.
I'm so done. I am so listen. That's all I can do.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, this is the type of stuff that I've always wanted to present to others. It's like, I have heard tons and tons and tons of songs, and all of the songs are good, but then some of the songs are like amazing. How can I get people to hear this stuff?
Mhm,
This was
mhm.
years ago before I even considered doing this. And I'm just so grateful for technology and ability, just creative thought.
Yeah.
And then here we are because of people like you. That's why I'm here. That is why I'm here. And
And
I
we
just
appreciate
appreciate
you.
you. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So Ron says, okay, Sabrina, ask Smoke about the ladies at the DSO throwing money on the stage. I believe it.
Please.
What happened? Tell everybody the story. Come on,
So-
we want to hear it.
Yeah. Thanks, Ron.
Thanks,
yeah.
Ron.
So we did a Marvin Gaye tribute with an orchestra at the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, and
Yep.
it was a life-changing experience. Mostly because we got to one of my favorite songs, "Distant Lover," and so
I
we
love that
rip
song.
into "Distant Lover," and we get toward the end of the song, and we going in, and one person got up. And she, I'm singing, I'm even kind of scatting a little bit, and she walks up and she throws. I didn't realize she had thrown money, so I looked down and it's a 50 on the floor.
My God.
I said, okay, well, all right. Well, 10 seconds later, she just opened the floodgates. So 10 seconds later, someone else is up,
Of course, it only takes
up.
one.
It takes one. We're at the orchestra, and there is a pile of money at my feet. Folks at this said, "We ain't never seen no mess like this. What you got going on in here?"
Oh my God.
They literally tipped so much for that song, and then it continued in the next song. So what I love to do, I love to get out and dance and enjoy my audience. And so because of the way the theater was set up, then I got down the neck, and I mean we're dancing, and they're walking up throwing money on myself and the band at this point. And it was a life-changing experience, and Ron Leffert was there to see it and not let me ever forget it. So
Thanks, Ron. I appreciate you for being here.
it was an amazing experience. It's a little bit validating, especially being a soul singer, when
Sure.
you can connect not just with the song, but with your delivery. I'm like, wow, what? We going there with it? Let's
That's where you go.
Let's
When people start putting money at your feet,
Yeah. Yeah.
that means you're delivering it above and beyond the expectation of the crowd. I think that's the highest form of honor that they can give you, is having money at your feet. I mean, that's like a king's thing, you know?
It was wild. I felt like
Yeah.
there were the Motown people that were in the room when he recorded that song were right in front of me as I was singing.
No way.
That's the other part.
Yeah.
So they're sitting there, and I know who I'm singing for. It was a life-changing experience. The money is amazing, but to see the reaction of people.
Yep.
And after the show, people were coming up, tears in their eyes, hugging myself and the band, because collectively, it wasn't just me. You're not going to, that's the other thing. It speaks to what you said before. Like, when you are so involved with yourself, you are going to think that I'm the only thing that's driving this emotion. You have a band that has to coordinate and play a certain way behind you. And we have to be a team to put this music over in a certain way that hits people. Right. And that's how I felt. People walked up and they were hugging me, but they were grabbing the band. They were grabbing some of the horn players, it was beautiful.
It was amazing.
It was love all the way around.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is what we're missing in our performances. And I know the artists spend a lot of time in their rehearsals with their bands, and then there's the business side of everything. But I think at the end of the day, we just want to be entertained.
Yes.
We just want the part of you that's real, and we want you to give 100%, even in the midst of, dang, that should have been an E flat, and it was, only you know that. We don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Raymond giving the guys a bad eye, because then I get it. But it is for us. It is about having that part of you with us at that moment.
Yeah.
And you're just letting everything else go. We just want you, as the artist. That's all we want.
As artists, we're just a vessel. My friend, my great friend now that I met on the Urban Influencer, Heshima Mojo. A very spiritual guy. He's a thinker. He has great perspective on a lot of things, and we have a lot of conversations. And he steered me toward some really, really good books to read. But we were speaking about that in particular, about being a vessel for the music. And when you take yourself way too seriously, then I think some of the soul in the music escapes. I mean, you want to be true to playing the song the way I guess it should be played. But then there's that element of your soul that is just a vessel for bringing the message and the vibe and the feel of the music out to the people that are that's why they came. They didn't come to hear all the notes played perfectly. They came to hear what you're going to do with those notes and how it's going to make them feel.
Exactly.
That's the key.
That is the key.
Yeah.
That is the key. And from what I heard tonight, from what happened, you gave it. That's the place that I'd like to see most artists end up. And then when you've had a great show, when it ends like that. You don't have to ask, I wonder if it was okay. Was that okay? Yeah. So, but congratulations on that. And many, many, many more are coming. I know it is. I'm going to be in the audience one of these days. I'm not going to even tell you when. You're going to look up. And I'm going to be in that audience, and I'm just going to raise my glass to you,
I appreciate you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's coming soon. But what does the final chapter look like for Smoke? What can fans expect moving forward with you?
Well, there's definitely a direction. I'm going to be releasing more music
Yeah.
very soon.
Mhm.
I'll be doing some collaborations very soon. But I have a love for large ensemble bands, and
Mm.
big bands, orchestras, and so I've put together something that I think people are going to really be happy to hear. I have some announcements coming very soon, but
Mm.
and to answer your question, I'm just going to continue to grow and to do more things that I think initially I didn't think I could do. And once I found myself, I realized that all those things are just there waiting for me to come and get it. You know, so you'll see bigger things from me as we move on.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you. We have Smoke Jones's website up, smokejonesmusic.com. Stay connected because I know you're always updating with new tour dates and
Yes.
places you're going to be. And we don't want you guys to miss. He could be in your city or a city near you. And you can go and check him out and throw money at his feet and all that good stuff.
Yes. And
Oh
thank you
my
so much.
goodness.
I appreciate talking to you so much. I really appreciate you, my friend. Thank you.
It is. I have been anticipating this all day. I had things uploaded Saturday.
Okay.
I mean, literally. And I just said, okay, I just want to take my time and walk in that studio and sit and just, um, we did have a snafu. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but we had a snafu. But it's like, darn it, darn it, darn it. Mm. I just wanted things to flow because this was and is a very special moment getting you back in that seat and getting to talk to you and sharing. It is always a joy having you back on the show. And like I said, I'm not going to call you anymore. You're just gonna have to say inbox me, messenger me, text me. I mean, you got my phone number. Hey Sabrina,
Yep.
what you got going on the show? Because I got some
Right.
things I need to, And so we are
I'll be
more.
there Monday. Right.
I'll be there Monday. You got space Monday. Uh, well, here's the thing, and you guys are family, and I've been really thinking about this for quite some time. I'm not stopping the show, but I don't know that I want to do it weekly because I have kind of ventured into PR that started last year with a client, and it's becoming more and more demanding. So, becoming a PR specialist is more than a notion. There's so much more to it than people see and people know. And then having to do pre production, post production with the show, it is a lot. And working, that's a lot. So, where am I going? I may go down to 2 shows a week. Um, in February, I was booked from February, March, April, May, June, 4 months ahead. Most times I am booked 4 months out,
Mm.
but I have not booked anybody since February, so I'm kind of letting it sift. Um, June, this is the month. I'm I'm just going to see how it feels, and if it works 2 times a month in July, we'll continue. But if not, um, I'll go back to 4 times a month. A
Okay.
month. But I just want to tell family now to get prepared. The shows may diminish in quantity, not quality, and that's the whole thing of it. Smoke knows that I'm just a stickler for getting things right,
And most definitely. Yes.
and I just want to be the best that I can be for you guys. And my territory is just expanding, and I'm so happy because I want to get it right for you and I want to get it right for the artists that I support. So, thank you guys. I just want to let you know that, put that in your ear. Again, Smoke, thank you
Thank you.
for coming in here and sharing everything and letting us get into the transparent part of you. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure. And this is it's public, but it's still a safe space. It's you're a joy to talk to, and I really appreciate it. And it's nice in here. Look at this production value. This is nice. Looking around, this is very nice. You take a lot of care in what you do, and it shows. So I thank you.
I appreciate it. Eleanor, thank you. She said this was a fantastic show, putting smoke on rotation. Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Eleanor.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, everybody, again, I want to thank you for coming in. Listen, we've got more coming for June. I don't know about July, but I can tell you we've got more coming this month. Make sure you stay connected with us. And remember, what you make happen for others, God will make it happen for you. I love you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.